Okay, so this is just some quick practice on doing some multiplying and dividing with surds. So starting off with the first example here where we're multiplying these two fractions together. So I'm going to multiply the numerators together. So I've got root 5 times root 2, which would just be root 10. And then I've got the 3 times the 3, which is 9. And I can't simplify that any more than that, so we'll leave our answer like that. Second example, again we're multiplying, so I'm going to multiply the numerators together. So root 2 times root 2, you could think of that as root 4, which is the same thing as just 2. Or you could obviously think of it as root 2 times root 2 is like saying root 2 squared. And obviously when you square the square root, they cancel out and you just get left with the 2. Then when you multiply the denominators, we get 12. And obviously the 2 over 12 will simplify to be 1/6. Next example, now you can see we are dividing here. So we need to remember that when we divide, that's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply by 4 over root 2 instead of root 2 over 4. Now I can see from here that the 2 and the 4 would cancel out to give just the 2 on the numerator. So then I can do some multiplication. So the root 5 times 2 is 2 root 5. And on a denominator, we've just got a root 2 now. And to simplify this some more, I'm going to rationalise by timesing the top and the bottom here by root 2. And when I do that, I get 2 root 10 on the numerator because the root 5 times the root 2 is root 10. And on the denominator, I've got root 2 times root 2, which is just 2. And you can see here that the 2's cancel out, and I just get left with root 10 as my answer. Next, we've got this division up here, example 4. Again, I'm going to rewrite this as a division like this. Instead of saying this fraction divided by this fraction, I could write it as two separate fractions being divided by each other, which will allow me then to use the same technique as I did a moment ago, like this. So multiplying by the reciprocal, cancel the 4 and the 2. So that will give me 2 root 3 over root 2. Rationalise. So that's going to give 2 root 6 over 2, which simplifies to just be root 6. So all of that there simplifies just to be root 6. And then the final example, example 5, I've got 12 divided by root 3 over 2. So 12 divided by root 3 over 2. Again, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, like that. Obviously the 12, I could think of that as being 12 over 1 if that's useful. So I get 12 times 2 is 24. The 1 times root 3 is root 3. I can now rationalise by timesing the top and the bottom by root 3, which will give 24 root 3 all over all over 3, because the root 3 times 3, so the root 3 times root 3 is 3. And then the 24 divided by 3 just leaves 8. So my final answer is 8 root 3. So there we go.